Graham Bell at his workshop. That's where he invented the telephone. It's not too much better, but I can do better than that. Here's how it came out. It's not just the ugliest building in Boston. It's not just the ugliest building in America. It's the ugliest building in the world. There are many ugly buildings in this world, but there are none uglier than the chapel itself, First Unitarian Church in America. We're going to see it from a different angle a little bit later on. I'll tell you more stuff that went on in the King's Chapel. By the way, look to your left, the red line, which they need to repaint, but that's the Boston Freedom Trail. I'll show you where it starts in a moment. But right now I'm thinking dessert. Those little ducklings have names. Their names are Jack, Cack, Lack, Mac, Knack, Oak, Pack, and Quack. Hurry, hurry, hurry. She is not a very famous statue in Boston, our country. Traveled street in Boston.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the church to the right, Church of the Covenant. I'll give you a better look in about 5 minutes. Doesn't get better than that. Doesn't get taller than this. Big sea of glass, tallest building in Boston, New England, 790 feet of John Hancock Tower. When they built it, look left. Look at the front of the John Hancock Tower. You're looking at a reflection of the old John Hancock building. 10,344 panes of reflective glass.
Pretty picture.
I see something really impressive. Look to your left, and there it is. A pink duck filled with good-looking people. That would be a good picture. Here's a tip. If you can't see yourself, you're a vampire. So that's a good tip.
We're learning something.
And as we get out of here, not done with the library till 1895, 7 years. If you want to see where the 7 years go, step inside. Some of the most beautiful artwork, statuary, and marble work in this. We call this the New Old South Church. Another building is going under restoration. Even keep looking. The church is really beautiful too. Church of the Covenants. 1867. If you're into dates. That was it. Or you know what? The Pumpkin Festival. Yeah.
I'm still trying to like
They're usually in for the weekend. 5 bedrooms, 4 baths, 8,500 square feet, and it's going for $12.5 million. $12.5 million, but you have your own elevator, so that's good. Better idea, we get up to my favorite street on the hill. Gold Dome sits on top of the original part of the building. It was completed in 1798. The sides, light stone and marble, those came later, 1917. I'm going to get the trees out of the way, give you a better look at the State House, and I'll show you our 4th of July banner. This is a good one. I'll talk about 4th of July and the fireworks show a little bit later on, but right now, to the right, considered to be one of the most important military statues in this country, Robert Gould Shaw Memorial. It's dedicated, everybody knows Ben, but not so many people know this guy. But before we do that, let's see these guys. Oh, Middlesex County volunteers. Love 4th of July. Here's the balcony draped in red, white, and blue. Every 4th of July, 10 a.m., somebody comes out, stands on that balcony, and reads the Declaration of Independence to all who are gathered below. Because the first time the Declaration out, now you can be impressed. That's the rest of it. And it goes around the other side of the building. Still not done with food. Ahead of us, the North End, the oldest resident. Alright, to recap, old highway in Boston, replaced by tunnels directly underneath. Bridge number 1. It's all yours. Things about the Charles River while we're going up it. All the land to our left, city of Boston. To our right, city of Cambridge. The Charles River is most beautiful, but it used to be most polluted. Here's why. This part of Cambridge to our right is called East Cambridge. Waste was the question, but they found the answer. Dump it into the Charles River, which is what they did. It was such a good idea, the towns along the Charles used to dump their sewage in this river as well. One time, this river was as polluted as any river in this country, but today, it's not. A lot of people spend a lot of time, effort, and money to Charles. Afterwards, he was pulled out, taken to Mass General, given a series of shots. Whenever I tell people they've cleaned up the Charles River, they just don't trust me. They look over the side of the duck out of the water and think, that doesn't look good to me. It doesn't, but you're not looking at pollution. What you're looking at is tannic acid. It doesn't look especially good, but there's nothing wrong with it. And there's nothing wrong with East Cambridge anymore either. You're not looking at factories anymore. They got rid of all of them. Replace them with high-tech industry. You're looking at the high-tech center of the Northeast. If you go in there today, you will find Lewis Development Corporation, Biogen, Genzyme, STI, Microsoft, a lot of other high-tech companies. But whenever I make that, grab a seat, my man. What's your name?
Hi,
Necco Wafers, because Mulligan went by with his BU crowd. There are 3 colleges that sit along the shores of the Charles River. First one's easy. Look off to the left, you can see what we call the golf ball building. Building with the big round ball on top. That building and all the buildings around it make up the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, that is MIT. They're the smartest kids on the block. Directly across the river